Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Big Philly with Poor Boys RC. Thank you once again for stopping in today. Today we're going to do the unboxing of the beloved Tamiya Grasshopper, a staple kit for RC enthusiasts since 1980 something, long time ago. So here it is, guys, the re-released Tamiya Grasshopper, and you know, awesome Tamiya box art right off the bat. You gotta love what they do with box art. One thing that I noticed right away, though, which is really interesting, is that on the box art, the Grasshopper has independent rear suspension. Funny enough, the kit, in fact, does not have independent rear suspension. It has a solid rear axle. So they've done some kind of funky stuff with the box art, but I do love what they've done with it. It looks awesome. It looks fast. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And the driver there just squinting away. Frank something is his name, but he's got pretty intense look in his eyes. So this kit just screams, hey man, let's go hit the beach and have some fun. Cool box art, like I said. It does come with a forward and reverse speed controller. This is the Tamiya TBLE02, I believe it comes with, which isn't the best speed controller in the world, but hey, it does the trick. It's good for brushed motors and brushless motors as well, something to keep in mind. And as I said earlier, guys, the rear axle on the Grasshopper is a solid rear axle. And as far as I know, this is the same rear axle. It's kind of shared with a few other kits, including the Lunchbox, the Pumpkin, and the Grasshopper, I do believe. So wicked box art as per usual. Let's get this box cracked open and see what's going on inside. There it is, guys. Vintage, very cool looking Tamiya box here. Again, as you can obviously tell, this is a builder's kit. This would be a pretty quick build, I would think. Something really geared toward a beginner, where you just have one rear axle to put together, independent front suspension, which we'll get into that. Very simplistic suspension system, and just a ton of fun to blast around with. Here we've got the body and chassis all in one bag. Very typical sort of bathtub style chassis from Tamiya, along with an ABS body. Nice that they printed it in white plastic, because the body is white in the box art, and I think I'm going to go box art with this one. I might not even paint it. I might just leave it as is. The body's got a little bit of a yellowish hue to it, which I actually really like for something to give it a little more of that 80s look. Don't sniff and drive. Ooh, that's a potent tire. So here we've got some pretty cool tires, guys. We've got the sand paddle in the rear, and up front we've got just a ribbed tire with the wicked writing on the side, Sand Tires Unlimited. Love it. What else we got going on in here? Tires, we've got, you know, really simplistic suspension here, just like a lower swing arm front suspension. Again, sharing a lot of parts with the Hornet and Lunchbox family here. We've got our driver that's, looks like we have a couple different driver options, which is neat. And some paint work to do, along with some ABS lights you can paint up. Looks like just a battery closeout tray in the back. The wheels are interesting in that they are, in fact, a three-piece wheel. Really nice looking three-piece wheels here, in plastic, of course. And the go-to bulletproof gearbox for Tamiya. And I say it's bulletproof because I've had this gearbox in my Midnight Pumpkins for years, and I'm running brushless 10-turn motors, and I beat the tar out of that thing, and this thing has never let me down. So we've got a nice sturdy gearbox here. Again, great kit to start off with for a beginner. And then the TBLE02 ESC, which again, not my favorite ESC, but it does have some neat options in that you can run a brushed motor or brushless. So you do have options there. It does have a sensor output, so you can run a censored brushless motor. Unfortunately, it's not waterproof, and the other downside to it is programming can be a bit of a bear. So if you've never programmed one of these ESCs before, the instructions, they tell you how to do it, but they're kind of jumpy. So watch a couple YouTube videos, you'll find out how to do that. It's not too bad. And then cracking open this parts box here. We've got our front bumper. We've got the gears for our rear axle shafts, spur gear, along with the tiniest little springs you've ever seen for an RC buggy, Tamiya bushings. Those will never rust. And the funny thing about this kit, again, being that I believe it was, always intended to be more of a beginner's kit, is that it comes with a 380 size motor. And I'm gonna open this up for you, check this out. But look at this little guy. Just a tiny little motor. This is so cute. But look at the size difference. Here you've got your conventional 540, and here you have the 380. Look how much smaller the 380 is. So this motor will obviously be quite underpowered, and again, great for a beginner, just not what I want to go with. I'm going to put something a little more robust in this guy to begin with. I'll go with just a standard 540 Johnson motor. Here we've got all of our parts bags, and I've built a lot of kits in my life, and these are the emptiest parts bags I've ever seen. There's very little to this kit. This will be a really quick put together. And yeah, I think I'm gonna put this guy together this weekend. It won't take too long. I'll make a video of the put together because I don't think it's gonna take too long. I'll edit out some of the boring stuff. And speaking of editing, I apologize for my last pumpkin body video, the sticker video, or the decal, or the decal video, depending how you say it. My editing software program did something goofy, and the video that I aired was not the video that I edited, so I apologize for that. That was hard to watch. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Have a really great weekend. Thanks again for tuning in. If you don't mind, please give a like, a share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And as always, be excellent to each other.